Welcome to Anyhoop Pod with your boy JC.
Yeah, man, 4-5.
Look, and we talking playoff basketball. Look, man, we back. Welcome back. You feel me? There's a lot been going on since we talked to y'all. That was last Tuesday, right? That was last Tuesday. And on the same day that we dropped the episode was the same day Mike Malone got fired. They gave him the boot. On April 8th, the Denver Nuggets made a surprising move by firing the head coach Mike Malone just days before the playoffs. And they also fired the GM Calvin Booth. Apparently, Calvin Booth and Mike Malone didn't like each other. They've been having disagreements on moves and different decisions going up there in the front office. So they've been dysfunctional. And apparently, Jokić, I couldn't tell, but apparently from what I've been reading, from what I've been hearing, Jokić, his body language and everything, he wasn't really too happy with the environment that was going on in Denver. You feel me? For me, I think this is a weird move to make right before the playoffs. I think it's strange because it could really mess up the team chemistry, I think. I don't think it's like they're not going to know what to do because they're moving up the assistant head coach. I forgot. What's his name? Sheesh. Don't worry, homie. Get your name. My fault. But they're bringing up the assistant head coach, and he's been there. He's been there for about 3 seasons. He was there prior to championship run as well. So it's not like they're not going to know what to do. But I think it's just weird because I feel like when you fire the GM and you fire the head coach, it's giving a signal that you don't care about the season. You about to go in the playoffs and you fire everybody right before the playoffs. Obviously, that's going to be a weird sign to the players. And obviously, the coach, he's going to have to make his mark on the game. You feel me? So he might be changing stuff up a little bit. You feel me? Which could really mess with the team chemistry. I don't know. How you feel about this move?
I think you don't go make this move. GM this late in the season don't really matter as much. Yeah, I mean, it depends on also the chemistry the GM has with the team. But like, as far as making moves, he's not going to make no moves as far into the season. But as far as the coach, I don't think you make that move without talking to Jokić first. So although it does seem a little weird, the Nuggets have been playing the same brand of basketball since like before their championship. So I don't think it's much different. It just really depends on how they're receiving from the coach and the respect they have from that assistant coach. But I don't think the top player on the team would okay that move without being confident. I think it will be a little different for the team, but I think they'll be okay though. Like I said, I don't think you make this move without consulting the best player on the team first though.
Apparently they didn't consult him, they just told him.
It was going to happen. Did it happen?
They just told him it was going to happen. Yeah, it didn't happen.
If he said no, was they going to stop?
It didn't sound like it.
Oh,
that's not the vibes I got.
But to be fair though, we did see the next couple games, Jokić
coaching. Yeah, put at the clipboard and everything, coaching. If you follow us on Instagram at Anyhoop Pod 215, I shared a clip of Jokić grabbing the clipboard and actually drawing up plays and coaching the team. He's doing everything. You feel what I'm saying? Very solid case for MVP. He's doing everything for the team. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, very, very solid case. But yeah, I think it's weird. And I don't even equate this to the same thing as Taylor Jenkins getting fired because one, they did it a little earlier, but two, they obviously was going into a slide. They obviously had some issues amongst the team in the locker room. Ja wasn't really too happy with a lot of that was going on. From what I'm hearing with this was kind of like damn, we firing him right now? Like I thought that was an all-season move. So it's a little weird. You think the Nuggets cooked?
No, I don't think they cooked playoffs wise.
You think they still got a shot?
Yeah, I think they still got a shot.
It's not going to really move the needle for them as much. Yeah, I think they still got a shot. I do think I think it's going to show up in those tight games, in those close games, and execution in those close games. I think, Jokić can execute well, but I think it's going to show with those other players, those role players, and just making sure they're in the right spots. We're going to see. We're going to see.
Yeah, his first round is going to be a good chance to see, but it really just depends on how they receive the assistant coach information and how he is as a coach and personality.
I don't even think it mattered at this point.
I didn't even think they was.
I think he's just gonna be a voice at this point.
Yeah, I had him.
Cause it's too late. Like it's not like we know you, so it's like all right, we know what you gonna say, we know what you're talking about or whatever. But like this ain't like I don't know. Mike Malone he be getting up there.
No, he definitely get
talking like, and I mean, I don't know. Coach, well, I mean, we know you, but it's like it's weird.
Well, one thing that has been mentioned though is that Mike Malone is holding the players accountable, and that's one thing. I'm not saying Jokić, wouldn't be cool with because I'm sure Jokic holds people accountable. But like I think a week before the firing, he was basically like, what happened out there is like people wasn't watching film, and it kind of seemed like he was selling the players off. So that could have been another reason. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. He's gonna have a job by this offseason.
Oh, for sure. He's definitely gonna have a job. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have a job. Who else got fired? Mike Budenholzer.
Yep.
Also got relieved from the Suns.
Right after them being eliminated from the playoffs.
Right after them got eliminated from the playoffs. It makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Because they had a terrible season, and it looks like they just need to switch up the culture over there. What's the second coach they fired this year?
No, but in 2 years because I think
2 years.
It was Frank Budenholzer last year that they fired.
That's what I'm saying.
But
crazy.
I don't think it's I think it's a great move just because like I feel like you hire Mike Budenholzer if you're trying to get to the playoffs, win games. They in a position right now where I feel like it's inevitable. They kind of got to blow the team up.
Yeah, they got to. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. We'll talk about that more in the offseason, but it's over for them. Like, I think Devin Booker's going to go because KD's going to go. If KD leaves, then it's like, what am I doing here? Yeah, I'm about to rebuild. I'm not about to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to rebuild.
Only person they really stuck with is Bradley Beal, but they can't really get much for him because he got the no trade clause.
Well, once KD and them leave, Bradley Beal going to want to leave too.
Yeah, there's no trade clause though, so it's like they can only get so much for him.
Yeah, they can only get so much for him. Yeah, he got an okay to leave. Yeah, he got okay where he gonna go. But moving on to the next one, our next topic. Luka returned to Dallas, and what a return it was. You feel what I'm saying? He put Dallas in the body bag.
In the body bag.
In the body bag.
In the body bag.
Hence my guy's outfit. You feel what I'm saying?
Body bag. Get in the bag.
Get in the bag.
Yeah.
Get in the bag, AD. Get in the bag.
Shout out McCants.
Shout out McCants. You feel what I'm saying? All right, Luka dropped 45 in his return to Dallas. 112-97. The Lakers took the W. This game was marked by an emotional return. You feel what I'm saying? Because they had the whole emotional tribute. And when I seen the video, I almost shed a tear. I was like, sheesh. Because, you know, we've been rocking with Luka since he came out. You feel what I'm saying? So all those moments, you feel me? I felt his emotions behind it because you could see him crying. And I thought it was also ironic, right? Because he just went through this with Klay. Klay just had the big return and everything like that. They did a big old thing for Klay. And I just feel like he probably was just thinking like, damn, like, I didn't think that I would get one of these this early. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think ever. I don't think
that was crazy. But I also felt like this marked a turning point in Luka's Lakers career. You feel what I'm saying? Because I felt like this game was the first game I really seen him starting to get downhill, starting to drive to the lane, put pressure on the rim. And once he started putting pressure on the rim, they start opening up his three-point shot. And once he cooking, that really opened up the game for like AR. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's more attention on him. There's always going to be attention on Bron. That means AR get to cook a little bit. You know, AR can really cook. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when he get going. So I feel like this game really helped them kind of get together. And you've seen it after a couple games afterwards. They beat OKC in back-to-back split games. Not back-to-back, but, you know, back-to-back split games. You feel me? They split games with them. So they beat the top team in the West. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't they beat the Rockets? Beat the Rockets. You feel me? Thank you. Shout out to the Rockets. They gave up that game. They ain't start everybody. Yeah. Shout out to the Rockets.
Halftime, Jalen Green was in the street clothes.
You feel me? But it was cool. You know what I mean? It was cool. They got the dub against the Rockets. But I felt like those were good games for Luka, good games for Bron. And I feel like this game right here really marked that. And it really took, you know, it took a turn for the Lakers. I feel like it's really going to be a good start to the playoffs and to the postseason. How you feel about the return?
One thing about the return, first thing I noticed, it looked like he was cooking them boys in practice. Like, you could tell he was like picking who he wanted. Like, PJ Washington come out here.
Exactly.
It's like, I know all y'all moves. I know y'all tendencies, everything. So that was good. That's kind of Luka's game altogether. Like, he's one of those players you could tell he knows people's tendencies. He can get a flow of the game. But biggest thing about crazy thing about this was he was over there hooping with the Mavs, dropping 50 points, and then to like go to you know what I mean, against your team in the same season and drop 50 points. I thought that was real crazy. You see Mark Cuban, you could see from his face.
He was upset.
Yeah, he did not want that to happen at all. And something we were saying off camera, a good thing about these Luka games like this is when he's with the Mavs, not necessarily when he had Kyrie, but when he was with the Mavs most of his career, he would have a crazy first half. Then about third quarter, he would burn out, and it would be nobody to help. Fourth quarter, Bron had all that downhill. He had all that energy he was saving all game. So any game where it seems like any game where Luka has 40, it's a potential for the Lakers to win.
Yep. Oh, for sure. So, yes, that's the recipe.
Yeah, that's basically the
That's the recipe.
Give us 2, 3 40-point games a series, Luka.
Come on now.
That's all we need. Right.
That's all we need. That's all. That's all. Just 2 or 3 a series. That's all.
That's much. That's you to be you. You know,
just be you.
You average 34 in the playoffs. That's not too far fetched.
Yeah, that's not too far fetched. Yeah. So that's that. That's the return. You feel what I'm saying? And since we start talking about the playoffs, that leads us to our next topic. We got playoff matchups to discuss, man. The playoffs are set. The seeds are set. Well, not set, but the play-in is set. You feel what I'm saying? The seeds who are definitely in the playoffs, they're set. And we got some matchups to talk about. All right, so we got in the play-in, we're going to start with the Warriors and the Grizzlies. For me, the key for the Grizzlies is obviously to defend the three-point line, to hassle Steph Curry. You feel what I'm saying? They got this thing in basketball called the top lock. You feel what I'm saying? Deny him the ball. You feel me? Deny him the ball. Make sure he don't get the ball. I know that's hard. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what the best you can do. You feel what I'm saying? He's still going to do his thing, but I feel like you got to get the other guys to beat you. And for the Warriors, unless Steph cooking like that, because we in a different time, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? We not going to have 3 50-point games out of Steph in this postseason or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? If we do, that would be great. But those days are over. You feel what I'm saying? It takes a lot for him to drop that. You feel what I'm saying? Because he do a lot of running. He do a lot of cardio on the court. You feel what I'm saying? So if he's not having one of those games, we got to get B-Pods in there early. We got to make sure he getting involved. We got to make sure he cooking. You feel what I'm saying? And then you call some plays for Buddy. Because Buddy always on. You feel what I'm saying? Buddy could always shoot. You feel what I'm saying? He always ready for his number to be called. And then
Except
right after that.
Last game play of the season.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Crazy, right? But I say that to say, if Steph having a bad game and those other guys cooking, we know that Jimmy can carry a team like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can definitely carry a team like that through a couple games. You feel me? And I think that's going to be the recipe for them. As long as they play defense the way they've been playing defense for the rest of the year, for the since they got Jimmy, I think they have a solid shot at winning this game right here and sending the Grizzlies home. The Grizzlies, y'all just gotta get it together, bro. I don't know, bro. How you feeling about this matchup?
I agree. I definitely got the Warriors, not necessarily sending the Grizzlies home, but having them go for another playing game, which would be against the Kings or Mavericks, right? Mm-hmm. I think with the coach firing and seeing how they were a top seed and they went down, you could tell it wasn't just because of health. It was just like something was happening over there with the Grizzlies. I don't think they pull out this game. The battles that they had against the Warriors 2-3 years ago that they were winning, I think that culture was lost. A lot of that grit was lost. Main thing about the Grizzlies, I've been saying it on the pod a few times. It's like every year they don't really get better. They keep losing players. They traded the backup point guard that kept them afloat for Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's not even there anymore. They don't got Dylan Brooks. It's not the same team, so I really don't got them beating the Warriors in this game.
I think Zach Edey would if he has a good series, he has a good game, they can kind of pull this out. Him, Ja, Desmond, they got to come bring it, though. They really do got to come bring it. And
they do.
Whoever wins this game goes on to play the Rockets.
Woo!
Whoever loses this game got to play the Mavericks.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you win this game, they'll play the Rockets. So we might have that Rockets-Warriors matchup in the first round. That's what I'm betting on. That was a good game, that last game that they played. They really shut down Steph. Moving on to the next game in the West, we got the Kings and the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. And that game going to come down to is AD going to dominate. AD got to have one of them games.
Yeah.
You got to have one of them games because that's really all they got. I don't even know why he's playing. I don't even know why they're here.
I don't know why they're playing. Yeah, I'm about to say.
I don't know why they're
I should let the Suns have one last hurrah.
You real right. Me too. I would have just let the Suns have one last hurrah too. I ain't gonna lie. But
because they telling them won't sneak up on somebody, which probably wasn't gonna happen. But I don't know why y'all here either.
Hey,
but
that's a toss-up game. Just look out for Zach LaVine and Debo. If they get cooking,
yeah,
it's pretty much a wrap. Because really, you got AD, Lee, and those guys. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie, that's tough.
Clay hasn't been too hot lately. No Kyrie, of course.
Clay ain't been hot all year. I kind of thought Clay was gonna have a better year than this, but he didn't sign up for Luka getting traded. So
definitely did.
That causes different. With the gravity of Luka, you can get Clay open shots.
Yeah.
The gravity of AD a little different. You feel what I'm saying? And
A lot different.
since he's in the paint, you just gotta not help off of Clay.
Yeah.
And then let the rest of the guys in the paint defend AD. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I would say AD's gravity is a little bit more old school, whereas Luka's
exactly.
gravity is like on 3 levels.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
no matter where he's at with the ball, there's always like a second option, especially his ability to like look a player off. So like Clay got the closest to open that he's going to get. That's not the Warriors' offense when he was with Luka.
Yeah. So it's gonna be rough. That's rough.
The AD gravity is a little. I mean, it's still a little bit more dynamic than a regular big, but it's
For
like,
sure, but
you helped in the corner. Now I'm open. At
yeah, I was gonna say
it's
it's different.
Yeah.
It's different spacing. All right, we got the Bulls and the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Miami Heat, they trying to hold on. They trying to hold on to their season
culture
after trading Jimmy Butler. But I think the Bulls pulled this game out because the Bulls been hot, and the Bulls are. I think they lead the league in transition points, and that right there, if they make Miami run and they make Miami play fast, they can speed up Tyler Hero and make him shoot bad shots. He's known to do that. So I think that might happen in this game.
I feel like them losing Zach LaVine actually opened it up for Josh Giddey to have a role on the team.
And Kobe White. Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey's his role is, I mean, no matter if you give him a role, he's going to get guys involved. So I think that's really big for
definitely
those guys.
increase them. And they on
they're
one of those teams that's hot, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen. Moving on to the next one, right? Because whoever wins this game whoever loses this game gotta play the Bulls. You do not really want to see the Bulls right now. I'm not gonna lie. They just one of those teams I feel like they can sneak into that first round, bro. They can really sneak into the playoffs. That's what this is for. Bro.
Yeah,
it's for them. Like this is perfect for them. You got the Magic and the Hawks, and I think it's gonna come down to the points in the paint and who can defend the paint better. Cause Paolo, he coming at the rim and he put some of the most pressure on the rim I've seen since like Giannis and Bron and them. Like he like one of them types. Like that's how much pressure he put on the rim. Like, and he barely missed at the rim. Like he up there with like Zion. Like you know how Zion don't miss when he gets to the rim. Paolo damn.
He's not gonna settle either.
He don't settle and he makes difficult shots.
Yeah.
So. Atlanta's not really known for playing great defense. They got Ricochet. If they keep him off the boards, because Wendell Carter, Wagner, they box out really well, and Wagner's a pretty good rim defender. All they really gotta do is kind of cancel out the other guys and just let Trey do his thing. If Trey don't got nobody to pass it to, then
I think they're gonna be missing Jalen Johnson really big this
game.
I mean, they already have. That's probably why they're in the position they're right now.
They are now, exactly. I thought they would have actually got the 6th seed. That's what
they were trending towards.
I predicted y'all this early this season. That didn't happen. I also predicted y'all that the Suns would come out the Western Conference. They didn't even make the playoffs. So yeah, I wasn't right about that. And then that's what I'm saying. If the Hawks lose this, then the Hawks probably done, bro. Because I don't think they beat the Bulls. That's gonna be a very good game.
No, I think
crazy game
where they would beat the Bulls is the Trae Young effect.
Yeah,
that's where they would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be crazy. That's going to definitely be one of those games.
Because I think that's where they would like get the edge on the Bulls is Trae Young. But I feel like either those. I feel like every game in the East is gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too.
All 3 playing games is gonna be a good game.
Even the series. So let's move into some of these series that we got going on.
Spicy in the East.
It's definitely. Let's start with the Knicks and the Pistons.
Ooh,
I've been watching film on your matchups. You feel what I'm saying? And I made a statement, and then Goldie here about 2 episodes ago also said that the Pistons will probably beat the Knicks, and he predicted this matchup. And yeah, man, I think the Pistons are tough, and I think they bother Karl Anthony Towns a lot. I think Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren bother him a lot. In their matchups, he bothers them a lot. And they don't play good pick and roll defense. That they don't like. Cat doesn't play very good pick and roll defense. And because of that, Cade Cunningham is able to exploit that. And Jalen Duren has good games against the Knicks because of that. Because of the way they play pick and roll defense. So he's going to be like the X factor in the game. Watch, he's going to be the X factor in the game. And then the way Isaiah Stewart be getting in Karl Anthony Towns' head, bro. This is gonna be a real emotional series, bro. You know what the key gonna be to the series gonna be, bro. It's gonna be Mikal Bridges. How you feel about Mikal Bridges this year?
I feel like the whole team is kind of like
Less to be desired.
Yeah. Jerk mentioned the shout out Jerk, Knicks fan.
Our guy. Our
top Knicks fan in Philly.
Yeah, feel me? You feel me?
But they defensive identity just got lost with all the offense they brought over.
Exactly, bro. And like what I've noticed about the Knicks this season is that they start off hot. That third quarter is so-so, and then they'll blow it in the fourth. That third quarter is like, all right, the first half of the third quarter, they keep the lead that they got, but you can see it starting to slip a little bit. Let's say they got like a 12-point lead. By the end of the third, it might be 6, might be 5. You feel what I'm saying? By fourth, they losing by 10. Like it's bad, bro.
This Pistons team got that grit.
They do, bro. And then they got Cade and they got Malik Beasley, bro.
Yeah.
And Malik Beasley be cooking, bro. Don't let him get hot. He get hot, bro. He's gonna cook it.
And he ran first guys. You see what he did with Giannis the other day?
Yeah.
So he smacked his hand.
That was hilarious.
Giannis, you just because you brawling, man, you gonna have
Giannis, I like the energy. That was hilarious.
No,
that was hilarious.
You don't smack your hand like that.
He talking about.
Yeah, pick him up next time.
Yeah, you could at least help him out first. He gonna talk about.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, Malik Beasley's on tour. Like, yeah, you see somebody hit your move on you."
Right. He talking about. I told you are not tough. I was like, yo, with the accent, bro. He saying the N word with the accent was hilarious.
Yo, no, real rap. You heard what Casey said? Kid was like, I didn't even know you talk like that.
Real rap. He was like, you talk like that? He talk like that? I was cracking up, man. He's like, he talk like that? I was too. I was a little surprised too. I know he talked trash, but yeah, he was, yeah.
It was like first time I heard LeBron say nigga.
Real rap. I was like, whoa.
He sounded like he was saying it.
Yeah, but he's like,
he used
what?
the word.
Bro, that's like hearing Jordan say it. You like, what?
Oh, Jordan's definitely saying it.
Oh, for sure.
Too much money.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But yeah. Who you got? You got the Pistons?
I actually got Pistons in 7.
Pistons in 7? I got...
Pistons in 7.
I gotta make a decision. This is hard. This is hard, American. This is hard.
Pistons in 7.
This is hard. I got Pistons in 7.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking Knicks all the way up to this end of the season, basically.
I was too, but I just watched the film on their matchups, and it's just like they have a hard time with that tough defense. They're gonna have a hard time in the playoffs period. They're just gonna have a hard time. They don't have the same identity they had last year.
I think they scooped up PJ Tucker a little bit too late. I think he would have been a good guy to have in somebody's ear early in the season to bring him throughout.
He needed to be in Cat ear all season.
Yeah, of course.
For sure. You're right.
But then they grabbed him like past last 10 games of the season.
He's gonna help though.
I think he's gonna help, but
a little bit. I'll help a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we got Pacers and Bucks.
Ooh.
This is a good one right here.
Great one.
Because they always go back and forth. Now there's no Dame though. There's no Dame. So I do feel like the Pacers are gonna edge out the Bucks just off of, I mean, they're gonna jump Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like Spicy P. Look, Tyler Halliburton, bro. Ever since he had that little slide, what was that, in like December, right?
What?
Like he wasn't playing good all the way up to like December, January.
I'm respecting my man's name.
Since February, bro, he's been all NBA. You feel what I'm saying? He might not make all NBA because he didn't have a great year all year, but from like February on, bro, he's been all NBA. He's been all NBA caliber. That's why they 4th seed right now. He really did his thing, and I feel like he's gonna lead the Pacers over the Bucks, bro. I just really feel like that, and I feel like if Giannis lose, he's leaving.
What the Halliburton?
What the Halliburton?
Yeah, because they do got to figure it out though. Because Dame is on the. By the time he got to the Bucks, he was on the tail end of his career.
Is Bobby Portis better? He's still suspended for.
I think he might still be suspended. That's a good
for
question.
For steroids.
You're right here. Yeah, but Dame is becoming older. I hate to say it, but players that I like a lot. Giannis, he's been making it certain that if the team's not about winning, he's ready to leave. He's been saying that kind of like a LeBron way, like taking a high road about it, but like, yeah, I just want to win. I want to get better. I'm holding everybody accountable. So I feel like if it fails out this year, he's either going this offseason or next offseason.
But Bobby is back. Bobby's back. I feel like what really happened, bro. I feel like they don't be using Bobby Portis anymore. I feel like Bobby Portis was a key to their championship run. You feel what I'm saying? Think of Nas Reed. Bobby wasn't as good as Nas Reed offensively, but he definitely was one of those dogs defensively, and he was getting to a point where he can give you a good like 8 to 12 points on the offensive end. He was shaping up to have a good 6-man role, a part of this organization. I heard they call him Mr. Milwaukee. I heard he the man in Milwaukee.
You think Dame was taking too many plays from me?
No, you know who I think was taking too many plays from him. Taurean Prince. Cause what's his name? Love Taurean Prince. Darvin Ham, bro. He love Taurean
what Kyle
Prince,
Kuzma doing?
Kyle Kuzma alright. He been alright over there. And he's better than Chris Middleton. But they needed Dame.
Right now, yeah.
They needed Dame.
That's
what they needed. They needed Dame. It's unfortunate that Dame is not going to play. He's probably not going to play this. He's probably done for the rest of the season. But, yeah, I feel like if they had Dame, they would have won this series. But they don't have Dame. I don't think Kuz is going to be, the second option that he needs. You feel what I'm saying? But, hey, he got a chip. He could.
But it's been proven, though, when it's been close. It's not Giannis' fault, but when it's close and he doesn't have that solidified second option, those are the playoff series that Giannis usually loses.
Yeah, they made it to the championship because Chris Middleton shaped to be a solid second option, and he was healthy the whole time.
I ain't gonna forget, y'all was giving him y'all was like, he was the Kobe to Shaq. Y'all was saying that.
Hey, now.
He was
cooking.
He was cooking.
He was cooking, bro. That injury was crazy, bro. Really, yeah, that really was, yeah. I don't think anybody beats the Celtics. I would like to see the Cavs and the Magic, but I think the Cavs are going. I think the Magic are going to have that 7th seed. You know what I'm saying? It would be cool to see the Cavs and the Magic, but I think the Cavs end up playing the Bulls, and I think they'll beat the Bulls probably in like 6 games.
I think 6.
Yeah,
I think if it took y'all 6 to beat the Bulls, it's over for y'all. I'm telling y'all that right now.
Bulls hot, bro.
Bulls is hot, but if it's taking y'all 6, then
I could see 5, but I could see 6. I could see
it
one
too, but I already
BS,
about the Cavs.
Josh Giddey, March Madness, game winner, like he hit against the Lakers.
Yeah,
I could see
crazy.
one of them Johns. He got one of those in him. And then I can see them just winning a solid game. A solid game.
Like, I got too much going on to let that happen, man. Y'all, too much momentum.
But the Cavs can't play around, bro. They can't play around.
No.
Any second round.
Second round, I got
We're not talking about second round. We're not talking about second round. We got to talk about the West.
But what the hell?
I forgot about, what am I doing? We got to talk about the West. All right. Let's talk about the Clippers and the Nuggets. Because this right here, probably the best series.
Yeah. Basketball-wise, for sure.
First round series. This is probably the best first round series. Yeah, I'm stamping it. Watch this one, America. This is going to be the best technical
series of the round? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Series of the round? Is that like
series of the round? Yeah, series of the round. I guess. I
can't say the week.
That might be the title of the video. Yeah. Series of the round. Ooh. That sounds cool. That sounds Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah, all right.
I like that.
It's a little sazon on that.
A little sazon on it. Szechuan sauce. You know what I mean? Nuggets, Clippers. How you see it breaking down?
I don't know if I probably kind of like spoiled it a little bit, but even with the whole coaching thing going on, I don't think Tyronn Lue is an amazing coach, one of the best coaches in the league. But I don't think Zubac got enough for Jokic, and I think that's just going to be the problem. I think if you don't got nobody that can contain Jokic bad enough for the Nuggets, he doesn't have the help that he had before because the GM didn't want to pay those older guys. He tried to get those younger guys, and it only like Peyton and then Christian Brown's like the only younger guys that really came out. Panned out the right way. But regardless, I don't think the Clippers really got enough. If you don't got nothing for Jokic, then I think it's going to be a problem. But I do see them making schemes, throwing like bodies like Kawhi at him, stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nuggets in 7, though.
Nuggets in 7.
7. It's going to be close.
I got Clippers in 6.
Clippers in 6.
I got Clippers in 6 because I feel you. I don't think they're going to shut down Jokic. But I think Jamal Murray is not going to show up. I think they'll have enough defense to kind of like
worry about everybody else.
Take Jamal Murray out. Yeah, like take Jamal Murray out. I think they got enough defense to kind of like bother Michael Porter Jr. You feel what I'm saying? I think Christian Braun going to have like 20, 25. They're going to win.
4 points?
Yeah.
A game?
You got to be like Norman Powell. Yeah. Yeah, because you got Powell, you got Harden, you got Kawhi, and then they be making Zubac. He'll give you like a good 16, 18,
right.
Just off pick and roll play. And I feel like since we talking about pick and roll play, America, watch what they're gonna do to Jokic. They're gonna make him. They're gonna make him.
They're gonna make him work for sure.
They're gonna make him work. They're gonna put him all the action up there. They're gonna have him up the top of the perimeter, playing pick and roll defense. They're going to make him move them puppies. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to have to move them feet. You feel what I'm saying? He could do it. Don't get me wrong. He could do it.
He don't like doing it.
He don't like doing it. Right? He don't like it because he got to do so much on the offensive end. He don't want to do that. You feel what I'm saying? But he will do it, especially when the game on the line. It's going to be a close series. I think every game going to be a close game. We might get a couple overtime Johns in this one. Maybe if we get a double OT in the playoffs, first round, this is a double OT kind of series, bro. And yeah, I think it's gonna be crazy, bro.
150-point game.
From both of them, I think we're gonna have a 50-point game from Jokić, and we're gonna have a 45-point game from Harden.
No, I meant like a 300-point game between two teams. Like,
yeah.
Like 140, 146.
Oh yeah,
like that,
maybe that'd be crazy.
So that's like a double OT kind of jump.
How you think Kawhi gonna hold up, durability wise? I
don't know. Just gotta see it happen, honestly.
Yeah, we do. I think he make it. I think he make it through the playoffs this year. He look like this is what he been waiting for. You feel what I'm saying? He better.
I want him to.
Better.
I really want him to. I think, which I actually kind of like for him as a player, but the media and just like fans in general, which media feeds on fans feed off of media, but that's the one superstar where they've given like the most grace. Mm-hmm. And as far as like context with everything going on, it's like, well, when he is healthy, half the time he is winning. So
we'll see.
We'll see what happens right now. But I hope he stays healthy because I like good basketball. And it's good basketball when superstars are playing.
Facts. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves. This is going to be a good matchup too. What you think?
What I think?
7?
Anyhoop. Yeah, Shorts hoop. Give me the loot. Somebody knocking the boots. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. And I think a big reason is because of what happened last year. Y'all just didn't have an answer for Luka, and we gonna get Rudy Gobert working. We're gonna get Rudy Gobert on Luka.
Yep.
We're gonna get Rudy Gobert on Austin Reeves. We're gonna Rudy Gobert on Bron.
Yep.
And they got Luka, but we got I can't think of his name right now. Jaden McDaniels.
Oh yeah.
And that's cool and all. And I think the mistake is AE is a good defender, but I don't like him against Luka or Bron. I don't like him guarding those players. So I think it's gonna be good.
Guard?
Maybe Reeves.
Yeah, he gonna guard
maybe Reeves. But I think he's gonna want to guard Luka, or that's what happened.
He can't guard.
He can't, but you know what I mean. But one thing I do want to mention though, and it's funny because the Nuggets, they got swept against Timberwolves. The GM of the Nuggets who built that team, he's actually on the Timberwolves right now.
Yeah, he built this team.
He's building this team.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't know. He didn't want to trade Cat.
No, definitely not. That was for money.
That was for money. Yeah, that was for money, and that's because he built that team to go against the Nuggets because he knew the Nuggets was the threat, and they did their thing. I am interested to see how good Rudy is going to be offensively because the Lakers don't have a big, and I want to see how they defend him. But it's not like going against Jokić, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that man can't even catch the ball sometimes. I'm not going to lie. So
it's going to be up to Jackson Hayes a lot, honestly.
For sure.
If Jackson Hayes keep him running on offense, get him behind him a couple times because you are more athletic than him, and then just not too many fouls, but good fouls. Making sure he doesn't have it easy. I think that's going to be a big part of the game.
And I'm confident the way Luka playing now. If this was Luka 2 weeks ago, I'm like, this is going to go this might not go their way. But the way he playing now, he look kind of like old Luka again. We getting back, bro. We getting back.
Yeah, I think that game kind of saved that. He needed that.
He did. That saved the season, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nico. You done saved the season, bro. Just seeing your face. You just like, yeah, bro. I gotta win a ring. I gotta go win a ring, bro. Yeah, it's gonna come down to them. It's gonna come down to that offense and how much they make Rudy work. I don't trust Julius Randle, bro. I don't trust him to be a solid number 2.
Telling y'all that.
Not now. He do play well, but not now. I'm not gonna lie. I think Vando take him out.
That's all I was talking about. Yeah, for sure. Especially if you can't shoot and you got Vando guarding.
That's what I'm saying. I think Vando take him out. Then we got Dorian Finney-Smith that can really bother AE.
And your man Vando getting to the cup a little bit more now. I know you like that.
Yes.
He's been we know you watching the pod, Vando. Drop a comment.
Stay out the corner. Stay out the corner. You not a corner boy, bro. You done made it to the league.
Corner boy.
Right. Get out the corner.
Yo, you ain't.
That is DF spot, bro.
Man, nobody moving Knicks in a minute, though.
Damn. Get that up. I mean, you gotta get off the corner, bro. You gotta get off the corner. No, yeah, but even, like, I like the positioning sometimes. I just think he stay in the corner too long. Like, when you in the corner, bro, just cut.
Yeah,
just cut.
Once they start crossing that, like, between half-court, three-point line, get that back door.
Cut, bro. Please, just cut.
They're not looking at you.
No, they think you're Finney Smith. I'm telling them, bro. I see it every time. They play the pick and roll, then they pass the ball, and they be like, damn, that's Vando. And then he shoot that joint, and they try to act like they're like, yeah, Vando. Boing. And they like, I thought that was Finney Smith.
Vando gonna have a 2-3-point game this series. I'm telling y'all.
That's why
game 2.
That's why I think that's why Finney Smith started wearing those bright red sneakers. So you can tell.
See me.
You feel I'm the one with the red sneakers, red. You can see me.
I've been talking about Julius Randle. That's why we was talking about the Knicks. Although I said they did lose their identity with the moves they had, I'm not like, dang, they should have kept Julius. Because I just, come to them playoffs, his efficiency don't really be there. And I think that's the last thing the Timberwolves need when they already struggling with Ant having to carry that offense. Shout out to Ant, by the way, being the youngest player to lead the league in 3-pointers, though.
My guy, bro. My guy. I love it, bro, because, let's just give him his flowers. I love that because all the chatter in the beginning of the season, he's shooting 3, he shouldn't be shooting that much. He told y'all, bro. He even told y'all in the commercial. You saw KG like, I see you shooting that thing, young fella. He said, they going under? Mm-hmm. They going under?
they need him to shoot threes, though.
They go under?
As long as he's on that team, he's going to do that.
I love it, bro. I love it. And, this is going to be some hard, tough games, bro. I don't know how the Timberwolves win, bro. The Timberwolves win with Julius Randle averaging like 25. You ain't had to laugh. That's crazy.
I already helped them with the Christian Braun 25. Like he ever had a 3-game stretch of 25. I don't even know the information. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever had a 3-game stretch. 3-game stretch, 25 points per game.
Yeah, I know he did, bro, for sure, bro. At least
if I'm wrong, Christian Braun, I apologize.
I may be wrong, America. I don't got the information on that. I got to do my homework on that one. But I feel like because Christian Braun got a couple 30-point games this year.
Yeah, I say he had a couple 30, but 3-25.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Let alone a series.
I'm just saying, if he can give us 3, bro, they winning the series. Because that's the one that's going to be like, all right, how about this? Eric Gordon.
What you mean?
What if he give you like 25, 28?
He on the Sixers right now, ain't he?
No, Aaron Gordon?
Well,
not Eric Gordon. Aaron Gordon.
Oh, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
If he give you 25, 28 in the game, you won. If you lose that game, that's all your fault. That's the game. That's the games you're talking about with the role players.
Yeah,
role players go crazy. That's the games you want to win.
Because I think he going to be a knockdown shooter this series.
Aaron Gordon?
Yeah.
I don't know about knockdown.
Bro, you should have seen him, bro, in that game against the Timberwolves, bro. He was walking up, bang. I'm like, what?
I think he's going to have 1 or 2.
You're like Derek White. I'm like, what?
1 or 2 good games. I can see next season him being like a
knockdown Jordan, real red. Yeah. He's not banking, but he walking up, bang, bro, wide open, bang. Come on.
I want to give a quick shout out, basketball-wise, to those dunkers that have become like real big 3-and-D guys. Aaron Gordon, Derrick Jones, we see you on the dunk contest. And y'all flipped your game around. When y'all was coming into the league growing up, it didn't seem like y'all needed the 3-point shot as much. And then when y'all got into the league, around the time y'all got into the league, you needed it. And then y'all developed that into your game. Shout out to y'all, man. There's a couple others as well, but just,
shout out to y'all.
Shout out to anybody that's willing to change their game to get paid, keep their families fed.
Yeah, adapt, bro.
Correct.
LeBron said he adapt. You feel me? Mind of the game podcast. You feel me? But that's going to be a tough joint. I got Lakers at 5. Lakers at 5. I ain't gonna lie. I got Lakers at 5. You feel me?
Somebody knocking the boots. Yeah, all right.
Then whoever played the Thunder getting smoked, that's gonna be who? That's gonna be between the Kings, Mavericks, and the losers. All right.
Yeah, so it could be
the other joints.
It's gonna be Warriors and Grizzlies. I feel like.
I think. No. Oh, you think it's gonna be one of the Grizzlies?
Warriors or Grizzlies.
Warriors or Grizzlies. I got the Warriors winning that game, so I think it's gonna be Warriors, Rockets, Thunder, Grizzlies. Yeah. Warriors, Rockets, Thunder, Grizzlies. I got...
Yeah, Thunder getting smoked.
All right, Rockets, Warriors. Y'all... I don't know if y'all seen it. This was 2 weeks ago. I think I talked about it on the pod. They shut down Curry.
No, he did.
Matchup.
He had 3 points.
Just their last matchup. Not every time they play.
Like
their last
11,
matchup.
something like that.
And they play very good defense. And they got Sengun. They're going to have to... Dre is really going to have to go back and forth with Sengun. He the one who got he elbowed Sengun to get the tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know he be going back and forth with Sengun. That's gonna be hilarious. I don't know what's up with him, Sengun, Sabonis, anybody from Europe. He do not like nobody from Europe, bro.
You see, he's talking about getting tickets behind the
yes, bro, for the Olympics, bro. He's a menace.
The funniest thing in the NBA would be Rudy Gobert and
coming up
and Draymond on the same team.
There's no way. No way. It's no way. There's no way. He probably got a restraining order on him. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way they can play with him.
Still like mad at Rudy for touching all those mics during COVID.
Real rap. Touching too many items, bro. Yeah, bro. But the Warriors, Rockets, bro, that's going to be a tough joint.
I don't even want.
You don't even want to predict it.
I don't want to call that jump, but
I know. It's a tough joint.
Ooh.
Warriors in 7.
Yeah, but I can't. I gotta give it to my old head.
Yeah, I gotta go with the old head, bro.
Not if Jimmy wasn't there though.
Not yeah, right. But this Warriors in 7. It's gonna be a defensive match. Watch. It's gonna be a defensive match, and it's gonna really come down to Curry or Buddy having a crazy night from 3. That's what I think it's gonna come down to. Because I think without them having a crazy night from 3, it's gonna be too close. And I feel like if it's going to be too close, I feel like the Rockets pull it out off the Ute.
And I think it come up to the home field advantage, though. Cause if the Warriors still won game, especially if they still that first game, then it's like they said that first game is going to be scary. And we don't really know how these guys are in the playoffs. The Rockets haven't made the playoffs since the James Harden era.
That's true.
Like, the playoffs is when most players, statistically, they drop their points, which is just because, like, the score overall is dropping. But, like, just certain players, they fall under that pressure.
Yeah.
Or in certain times you get into those players' hearts. Like I remember when the Warriors played the Grizzlies in the playoffs, and it was a close matchup. The Warriors won it, and Steph went over there smiling. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'll see y'all boys. See y'all boys in a couple days." And it was like it didn't necessarily take their hearts, but he kind of like know what to do to kind of like get in somebody's head, and they know when they have an edge on the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They've been here before, so in the playoff series, excuse me, yeah.
Many times.
It's like when Iggy said in that Celtics matchup 2022. When the Warriors were down 2-1, they knew they had it, and then they won the next 3 games. So
there you go.
We'll see, but there's another game y'all need to tune into, America.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough series.
Tune in.
That's gonna be a tough series right there.
Definitely tune in.
Series. Yeah, and then
by the way, Buddy Hield,
splash out.
No, where's he at? Where he at?
Steph?
Yeah, Steph. Me, you right up there?
Yeah.
Buddy Hield is Steph Curry, the best shooter in the world. You know what I mean? It was Steve Kerr told you. That's Steph Curry up there, best shooter in the world. Pass him the ball.
Passing the ball?
Yeah, passing the ball.
That's the best shooter in the world.
Like, let me introduce you to Stephen Curry. Remember that. You know what I mean? But do your thing, though.
Do your thing, but yeah. That is Steph Curry over there. How many 50-point games Steph Curry going to have this series? 3. Put it on your parlay. That's 3.
You got 2. Wait, the series?
Yeah.
Oh, one. I'll tell you about this playoffs.
Because I feel like this series he gonna have to have some.
I think he'll have some 40s
for sure. But he gonna have some.
I just think having Jimmy over there kind of saves him. Like
it do. They couldn't pull it out against the Clippers. They wanted to.
Yeah, but definitely crazy coaching battle. Ime Udoka, Steve Kerr. A lot of adjustments.
That's gonna be a lot of adjustments. All right. Any closing thoughts you got on the regular season?
So I did wear this for the this is actually kind of a double entendre. See, I got the ghost face thing. I ain't throw the mask on. I live in Philly. You throw a mask on, people think you got beef with him or something like that.
Yeah,
so this is for the Sixers season. I got the ghost face, Joe, because I gave y'all grace. Y'all Knicks fans was on y'all Action Bronson talking about some. They don't make the playoffs like this anymore just because we missed one jump.
One jump.
Can you just be real? So I got this ghost face. Look up ghost face Action Bronson. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Can you just be real?
Be for real.
Yeah, be for real, man. All right, when I come back to your city, I know your tour dates. We know when the next game is. We know when you playing in Detroit. We know when you playing in New York. So next season, we gonna see y'all. That's all. You know what I mean? But y'all got up on us right now. But just be respectful. You know what I mean?
About be respectful.
Like you've been here before. You know, pay homage.
Pay homage.
You feel me?
Bro, when Jared told me 3-4 years ago that the Knicks had a brighter future than the Sixers, I was like, you crazy. We about to win a ring in the next 4 years.
Conference finals.
I don't even finals. Is
They ain't even make conference finals yet, so I'm not even too.
They where the Sixers were at a couple years ago, where they gonna be getting bounced in the second round.
Second round, first round, second round, first round.
You mean that's what's about to happen? They better beat these Pistons. That's what they need to be worried about. They been focused on them Pistons, bro.
And after that, it's over.
It's cold in Detroit.
After that, it's over. Y'all got Boston.
This going in the summer.
Even if y'all beat the Pistons, y'all got Boston.
That's what I'm saying. Second round, bounce. Goodbye.
Bounce. Oh, my fault. My fault.
Goodbye, legend. Goodbye. Goodbye. They getting out of here.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Knicks, bro. That's gonna be a tough one. That's
Knicks.
gonna be a tough one. Shout out to the Cavs. You feel what I'm saying? I hope they make it to the Celtics. You feel what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
They got tough matchup too. Hopefully Giannis. Giannis is a beast. Do I got any closing thoughts on the season? Yo, shout out to the Pistons. That's my closing thought on the season. Y'all went from the worst team to one of those teams that we can actually respect. So shout out to the Pistons, bro.
And then shout out to the Suns, man. The super team stuff don't work. Y'all don't even have the formula.
Yup. We're gonna talk about a little bit in the
offseason. It's not about names.
Where you think KD go?
KD to the Thunder.
KD to the Thunder.
After they become second round exes.
Thunder buddies. Conference
finals. Thunder buddies.
I like that. Thunder buddies.
But I think he fits in not just system wise, but just culture wise. I think he doesn't really like come in and say, "Oh, this is going to be the culture." I thought the Nets was perfect for him because it was just all about basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
So they got the black and white simple team. Blue collar city. Go out there and work. I know it's a little gentrified now, but
Brooklyn. Yeah.
I think he fits into the culture, and I think it'll keep him young because it's not like adding like a crazy not crazy veteran, but a more like assertive veteran like Jimmy Butler into the culture. So I think it still keeps them young. They still gonna feel like they could do what they like, have their fun, and KD gonna be sitting there on the wing or the corner, ready to end games off for him. So yeah, I think it goes to the Thunder. You got a team for him?
I think he fits well with Houston.
Houston be crazy. I've been hearing Houston too, but I think Houston's gonna be insane.
I think he fits well with Houston. They need some offense. He can just chill and do.
You say they send over like Jabari Smith or somebody like that?
Yeah, something like that. They got
I thought Jabari Smith would be perfect for the Suns.
They got all the picks. They got all the Suns picks. Houston got the Suns picks.
Oh, okay.
They got their picks. They can give them their picks back and get KD.
And they still got some of those James Harden picks, probably, right?
Yep. So they can, they could do something like that, giving their picks back. Maybe they can come back and the Suns can look in the draft. It's a good draft.
The Suns, y'all got much leverage.
Nah, they don't. And then the Sixers, bro. Here's what I hope. I hope that everybody get healthy. We get Cooper Flag. Everybody get healthy, and then we come back and we kick ass. You feel what I'm saying? We don't need Embiid to do that much work because we got Cooper Flag. That's what I'm hoping, bro.
Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey.
Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey. Come on. I don't think, bro, because how tall is Ace Bailey? I don't think we should go for another guard. We got guards.
Paul George.
Ace Bailey. How tall is Ace
Paul George. Now, we're going to have a meeting in the summertime, not necessarily even me, but you and then somebody on the team. And we want to know, do you want to be here? Let's figure this out now.
Bro,
do you want to be here? Now, I'm not even being disrespectful. I'm just asking.
Shut your podcast down, first of all.
Talking about some...
Bro, get somebody else to do it. Like JJ Redick did.
Yo, no, he said he was shutting it down to focus on the championship, so you couldn't have been talking about this season.
No, you're right.
So I'm assuming you ain't going to do it next season.
Because I ain't even going to lie. When you just
said that
comment,
I
was got...
Real rat. I was like, bro,
I almost got mad. I almost cut you off. I was like, let the man finish.
I'm going to focus on the championship. The trade deadline over.
I was like, yo, dog, it is way too late for you to say that, bro. It is way too late for you to say that.
Yeah, so shut that joint down. I like the... I don't know y'all names. I'm so sorry.
We can get Ace Bailey. He's 6'10".
I like the co-hosts on the team on there. I think they can carry it.
Bailey. Give us Ace Bailey. 6'10".
And then All-Star break. I was gonna say make a guest appearance. Don't make a guest appearance. Get in that gym. I'm gonna DM you a couple gyms in Philly. I'm not gonna name them out loud.
Bro, we got the hyperbaric chambers and stuff like that here too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro, come on, bro.
Or either that. No, definitely get in the gym, but tap in too.
We got every hospital.
I need you in the music video with Corey. I need you.
No,
that's
distracting.
It's not distracting.
No, he need Kobe.
He gonna get talked to.
He don't need no friends. He needs to just go play
That's the
basketball.
problem. He don't got no friends.
Go with your wife.
Nobody
play
told him.
basketball. Go home.
Nobody told him not to drive outside during the Eagles parade. He don't got no Philly in him. That's the issue. No good Philly. Get you a Gilly interview. You know what I mean?
Definitely get you a Gilly. You want to do a podcast? Do that.
Come through. We're gonna get you. I'll pay for it. I'm gonna get you a Dickie set.
Yup.
A chain.
Yup.
Real rent.
No, some new.
We'll get you and get some waves right.
Yup.
I need you pulling up to the game in a Dewey.
Yup. With the thermal. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
We're gonna bring you to the masjid, not so you can be religious.
So we're gonna bring you to the masjid.
Philly culture, bro. We just need you to be around the most of Philly people.
Take a shahada. You feel what I'm saying?
We ain't asking you to fast or nothing like that.
No,
we not.
No, we not asking you
Philadelphia. All right, bro. We need you to lock in.
Taking the Germantown last year.
Or you can get traded, man. It's
you get traded.
You better tap into Philly.
Listen, Ace Bailey, I would trade him for Ace Bailey. You know? I would trade him for Ace
Paul
Bailey.
George, you think somebody's gonna go give their second pickup for Paul George? If someone's giving their second pickup for Paul George,
what about Paul George?
Absolutely.
And Embiid.
You gonna package up $80 million?
Get it out of here. Second apron, no more. No more second apron.
I ain't gonna lie,
we
man.
built our Maxey and Ace Bailey. Come on.
I don't know what's going on with Embiid.
Trade up.
I don't know what's going on with Embiid.
Bro, he got to get another knee surgery.
I know. It says like no more fluid in my man knee.
Bro, they talking about the boy was like, I don't even know what they gonna do because they can't do nothing. Like, you know that transplant that Lonzo had? They say he can't even do that because there's like not enough cartilage even in there.
Yes, because it was like Lonzo's first joint. It's been like 10 years for the bull.
So I don't know. They should have bended that. I don't know.
They was doing that, something close to it.
They just kept cutting his.
No, Lonzo was the like one of the first people to, because like the science wasn't caught up for that at that when Embiid had got it. Because that was, remember, that's 10 years ago. It was like 2014. We was in high school.
That's true. That is. It's been 10 years.
So like they was kind of scared with the Lonzo boy. They just didn't know if that'll work. And so far, so good.
But instead, they cut all the cartilage out of his damn knee.
Please play like 60 games, but not gonna happen.
Oh, bro, he on his Kawhi, bro. He on his Kawhi.
Kawhi about to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Kawhi ain't played 60 games.
No, Kawhi played 60. He played like 30.
Yeah, we need some
like
of that.
6, 7.
So like 6, 7. But like, the whole goal was to get Paul George here, and Paul George and Maxey and the rest of the team was supposed to take us to the playoffs, and then Embiid was supposed to slide in there, boom, healthy, and then we ride out to the sunset.
But Paul George wasn't even there.
But Paul George got
unfortunately, Jeremy McCain wasn't even there.
A bone bruise in preseason.
Jeremy McCain was here. He'd probably be in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, probably. No, we're right. He rookie of the year in my book, but he don't qualify. So I got Stephon Castle, but
shout out Stephon Castle.
But yeah, but I could see Ace Bailey, bro. 6'10". Come on, bro. He probably that's 6'10" because he 18. Imagine in like 3 years,
he's like
he probably 7 foot. Where we're at? He gonna be wimpy size, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. We need Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag. Trade up.
Y'all making me mad. It was nice the last couple weeks getting them $20 tickets, but y'all making me mad.
Trade up, bro. Trade up. I might listen. We might get season tickets next year. I'm looking at that. Other than that, man, thanks for kicking it with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You feel what I'm saying? I can't. I've been waiting to say this.
What?
Y'all not subscribed. We got a lot of people viewing. But we don't got subscribers to match it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all viewing it, but y'all not subscribed. Why you not subscribed?
You gonna slide back.
Come on, bro.
We know you coming every time.
You hitting like every time.
And I know you're tired of the link. Maybe you just want to have it pop up. You go in your news feed. You like, oh, they dropped the pie.
You don't even gotta look. Boom. And if you hit the bell on your way home, you get a notification. On notification. Come on, man. Tap in, bro. Tap the bell. Tap in, subscribe, bro. If you already subscribed, we appreciate you, bro. We definitely appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us. And enjoy your day. Playoff basketball is here.
Yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it. Got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I say, ooh, yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it. Got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I said, ooh, damn, it's the flow for me. Man, I'm burning up the booth. It's like 100 degrees. Man, I'm like 100.